very special episode of Bookstackers today.
Christmassy special.
We're making kind of Christmassy biscuits because gingerbread, like, you have to rest it in the fridge.
We don't have time to make gingerbread.
So we're just making ginger biscuits.
So while we're making these ginger biscuits, what we're going to be doing is just talking about our year with books, asking each other some questions, just chatting generally, and kind of making a book related and then it counts.
Yeah.
What do we need first?
2 cups of self-raising flour. I'm pretty sure in America you like use all-purpose flour or something, and then you put like you make it up as you go.
I'd Google it.
Anyway, 2 cups of self-raising flour. Technically you're supposed to sift it, but we don't have a sifter, so all sifting does is make... Don't blow it!
Did we wash our hands?
I did. Next we need the spices to go in there. And I sort of just wing it with spices because a lot of the times they don't like put enough in. The actual measurement, 1.5 tablespoons of ground ginger. That's like nearly a tablespoon. Yeah, probably. Cinnamon.
3/4 tablespoon of cinnamon. Oh, I love cinnamon.
And then we want mixed spice because they're like, why use them separately when you can use them all together? Also, I think this has like cloves and stuff in it. In this one, we only need 1/2 teaspoon.
I feel like I am entirely missing this.
You're also knocking it out of the spoon as you put it in.
I would not recommend this method if you want to be accurate, but it's fine. I should have tied my hair up, eh?
You should do that now. I'm not picking your hair out of my food. Let's go. Now we're ready. And then 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. I usually put a little bit more in because I like nutmeg, but not a huge amount more because it's like strong. Now we need to rub in the butter. By rubbing this, you're supposed to like get your hands in and like mix it until it like resembles fine breadcrumbs. But I usually just use a spoon and like smush it against the sides.
You do you.
Estimating 4 tablespoons.
Now, what would you say your favourite book of the year that we've read has been? Yeah. I mean, we did start late in the year, so there's limited choices, but which one would you say?
Probably This Is Going to Hurt. Yeah, no, it was good. I liked it as something different, something I haven't really read before. It was a good, like, change of pace, you know? BT dubs is absolutely not an exact measurement. Tablespoons are technically a little bigger than this.
So like this size.
Yeah, I know, but that's like all soft and squishy and it wouldn't cut through the butter. So.
Yeah. I would say my favourite book of the year is probably Six of Crows.
Six of
It's
Crows?
like the most recent one we read, but I really enjoyed the adventure. I had a good time. Speaking of favourite things, what's your favourite Christmas movie of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah.
It's gotta be either Barbie Nutcracker, because that is my jam, or probably The Grinch.
Oh, yeah.
Like Jim Carrey Grinch.
I like the songs in the Polar Express, but I remember when I was a kid, I would often find it very boring, and so I would like...
It does go on for a while.
Yeah, I'd zone in and out of watching it. I really like the Santa Claus.
Yeah, fair. That's like a classic.
Yeah, that was one that my dad used to always put on.
Yeah.
And so, the Santa Claus, just for me, is just great. And Home Alone 2. Not the first one, Home Alone 2. Alright, spoon.
Yeah, start smooshing.
So smooshing like this, right? Fucking, can she do it?
It is a bit... But it was in the fridge, so...
Oh, so you're meant to leave it room temperature, guys.
Well, you don't have to.
It's a hot tip.
I mean, if you're using your hands, then it warms up pretty quick with your hand. Heat, you feel?
Favourite character of the year. It can be from a different book than your favourite one.
Favourite character of the year?
Yeah. So there'll be more choices next year. We can make this an annual thing.
No, because I've got a favourite character of all time, which is Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings. Look, I'm gonna say Nina from Six of Crows. She's a funny lady, and she enjoys eating, which I can relate to.
I was gonna say Nina, but because you said her, I guess I'll pick something else.
Yeah, suck it.
I'm gonna say Gansey from
oh shit, no, I forgot about them.
I'm saying Gansey. He's a funny one.
He's just a sweet boy with anxiety.
He is a sweet boy with anxiety, and he doesn't understand that he's being classist sometimes, which you can like forgive him for, but you're like, honey, just... Not everyone is rich.
He just cares so much about his friends.
Yeah.
I like when he and Blue are like arguing about the colour of his shirt.
I do enjoy that.
And he's like, excuse me? And then he starts calling her like, what was it, like, eggplant? Because she's wearing purple things. So he's like, F you.
It reminds me of when I would be chatting with friends and they'd be wearing something pink. And they'd be like, it's salmon. I'm like, it's pink. It's salmon. And I'm like...
I know which friend you're speaking specifically about.
Yeah. She's gonna try to fit it in the microwave.
I'm just gonna put it in for a little bit.
Yeah, you've done something weird to it.
I haven't done anything. I pushed the same buttons I always do. Yeah, it could probably be like finer than this, but
That's close enough.
next we need 1 cup of sugar.
Would it taste better if we just added more sugar?
It'll affect the like how dry they are as well, and it's got plenty of sugar in them. But a little bit more. You didn't fill that fully. Yeah. We need 2 well-beaten eggs. Next, we need 3 tablespoons of golden syrup, which you have to warm up in the microwave. Not hot, mind you, just warm.
What's your favourite Christmas song?
It's Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. My family has like this little tree, kind of like this one, except it's like on this little carousel, and it has like little drawers that you pull out for a decoration for each day, counting down to Christmas. Okay. And like you turn this little key in it, and it spins, and it sings like Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. So
My favourite Christmas carol is Carol of the Bells. Followed very closely by A Holy Night. It just... But the Josh Groban version. Oh, and then Children by Josh Groban also. Wait, is it Children? No, Believe by Josh Groban from the Polar Express. And then also like the Crazy Frog Last Christmas version. I know it's Crazy Frog, but the Last Christmas by Crazy Frog is actually the best version of that song, so, you know, change my mind.
So you don't do what I just did and overheat the golden syrup. Right, you can put that in now.
For
That's
the
hot.
night before Christmas, waiting for St. Nicholas on the night before Christmas.
Do you want to get a tray ready?
What's the oven going to?
Oh, that's a good question. I can never remember. The recipe says a slow to moderate oven. It does not give a time. It does not give a temperature. Every time I make these biscuits, I have to Google it because I can never remember. I think it's like 175.
175 degrees Celsius?
Celsius, yes. I don't know what that is.
Force oven?
In a fan force oven.
Okay, cool.
I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit. Google it.
It's on. The light says it's on.
Mix it till it's nice and gooey.
Sexy mixies. Yes.
This is what it should be. Like, it should be pulling away from the sides. It shouldn't be, like, sticky. Like, it's still kind of sticky, but not enough to, like, stick to the sides. You feel? You feel? You feel me? See, like, when I mix it, it, like, pulls away. Like that. The stars
is
brightly shining.
What books are you excited for next year, or that you want to read next year? Like that are kind of top of your list for wanting to read next year, or that you've heard about that you're excited about.
I know Maggie Stiefvater, I'm pretty sure, has like finished or is working on editing the Dreamer trilogy, which is after the Raven cycle. I don't know if you know that she's writing those books.
No.
It's specifically about Ronan. So,
That's
I'm
cute.
excited for that. I know she's like working on it. I'm pretty sure she's like, because on Instagram or something she said she's written like a bunch of books this year. So I'm hoping they're coming out next year. That's what I'm excited for.
So I think it may be out, but the second one for the second book after The Cruel Prince, which is like the fairy one that I really want to read.
Oh yeah.
Called The Wicked King. I think it may be out, or arcs are out. I don't know, but I've seen some stuff on Instagram, and I'm excited for that, and I really want to read that next year.
Pardon me.
That's probably my number one. And then I really want to read Bridge of Clay by Marcus Zuzak, which is out. It has been out for a bit now.
Oh yeah.
But I just haven't gotten around to reading it, so that's probably the two that are top of my list that I want to read.
I don't like plan on what books I want to read really. Like if I see it in a bookstore and I'm like, oh, that seems interesting.
I'll just see it and go, oh, I really want to read that. There's like a bunch that we still have in the hat that I've wanted to read for a while.
We have
like,
so many in that hat, man.
There's a Peter Pan retelling that I really want to read because I'm a big fan of Peter Pan. So I really want to read that one. I feel like I'm going to be one of those people, you know how some people collect different books, like different versions of the same story?
Yeah.
I
have
know,
like different copies of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, like you do Lord of the Rings. I know like Hayley in Bookland does Alice in Wonderland, and I feel like I'm going to do Peter Pan as soon as I can afford to do that.
Now you just sort of like plonk it on the tray. So I use 2 spoons because it's easier, like to goosh them off, you feel? They spread like a pretty decent amount. I think that's like roughly the size I used last time, and they were a nice size. They're not going to be like perfectly round. That's not how the dough works.
That's close enough, so it's fine.
They end up pretty round. This tray is going to go into the oven, don't know for how long, roughly 10-ish minutes. A little bit less, I think.
Just keep checking on them.
Yeah. It like really depends on your oven. So just keep an eye.
So good.
Yeah, they do. Hang on.
Your head is in the way.
I know it is. I'm checking.
They look so nice.
They're nearly done.
Oh, that's nice.
I thought we were planning on decorating these.
I mean, I can't be bothered. Oh, the most surprising book that I ever read, that I accidentally bought was an erotica novel.
Are we talking about the one you got me for my 13th birthday?
Yeah, so okay.
We can read it together.
No, okay, so I went to this we had this place called Dirt Cheap Books, that used to be open, and it would just have a bunch of cheap books that you could get, and so you'd go in. Anyway, in the teenage young adult section, there were these books, and they looked like vampire novels, and so I was like, oh yeah, because this was around the time of Twilight and all the vampire novels, and it was a big thing, and I was like, yeah, awesome. I hadn't heard anything about it. I was like, why not? And I read the blurb, and it was just oh, this girl is getting away from her past, and this vampire thing, and I was like, oh yeah, cool. Anyway,
to be fair, good books. And then we realised when we got to bits.
Yeah, they were great. The story was really good, and then you get to a bit and you're like, naughty.
I started reading it after she gave it to me for my birthday, and then we went to school and I was like, Paige, what have you given me?
Yeah, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I didn't know this was in here.
Our meeting was
we came to school and we were like, did you see the bit? Because I don't understand what happened.
Except they had story bits through the bits, so you're like, I've got to read it.
You had to read it because they were talking while they were doing stuff, and you were like, this is important information.
There was a point when she was in a dude's body.
Yeah, she was in a dude's body and someone was grabbing it, and I was like, don't touch the thing. There was a barcode on the back, and we peeled it off, and when you peeled it off it said adult novel erotica warning at the bottom, but they covered it. And it was in the teenage section.
I need to point out, the best part of this is her grandmother has the whole series.
Yeah.
The whole series.
Because I mentioned the title, being they won't know that this is erotica. I can be oh yeah, I'm currently reading this. And my grandma was in me oh, I had that series. Would you like to borrow it? And I was like, Grandma. Grandma, you can't do this. You can't be reading erotica. What? Have you ever had a surprise book as much as that?
As much as that? No. It was handed to me as a 13th birthday present, and I was like, yeah, cool.
Well, we're going to let that one cook. We've got these ones here and those ones there. So I think this was successful.
Yeah.
If this is the last video you watch from us, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. If you don't celebrate Christmas, enjoy the sales.
Anyway, see
ya.